Hello, Ginige. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. We have a beautiful Pilates, a grounded Pilates, but heading back to kind of foundations, basics. Got quite a long sequence, so depending how long this class ends up being, you might choose to do it over 2 or 3 days, maybe breaking the class up in half or even in thirds, depending on the time that you've got. Remember, if you need a playlist, head over to Spotify, find my profile, Mark Seeto, and there'll be plenty of grounded Pilates playlists, grounded Pilates playlists for you to choose from. Just need a mat today. Remember, anything you don't need, drop it, fast forward, pause it, do what you need, right? Otherwise, let's get started. We're going to start seated. Let's take a butterfly shape in the legs or a diamond shape in the legs. We're going to bring the arms out in front, taking a big deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forward, reach up and over the feet. Inhale as you roll yourself back up to a seat, sitting up tall, and then as you exhale, diving again up and over the feet. So inhale, rolling up, feeling sit bones grounding down, and then as you exhale, diving and folding, feel yourself come to the front of your sit bones. Inhale as you roll up, and then exhale as you dive. We're going to do this a couple more times. Now, of course, if you need it to be a little faster, you're welcome. If you want a little more sensation, you might bring the feet a little closer to the body. Couple more here, big breath out. One more, big breath out. All right, bring yourself back up to a seat. Let's bring the legs into cross-legged position. We'll take a neck stretch first. So one hand towards the opposite side of your head. This arm reaches down and just a very gentle neck stretch. Naturally, I've closed my eyes. It does feel nicer somehow if I close my eyes. Big breath here. Breathe out. And let's swap it over to the other side. So catching the opposite side of your head, pushing away with the free arm, putting space into neck. I even feel a little bit of a stretch into my forearm as I reach my hand away, pulling the fingers back. One more breath here. Breathe out. We're going to twist. Doesn't matter which side. Seated twist. Turn towards whichever side you're facing. Use your hands as much as you need to deepen the twist. And can we get the eyes also turning all the way back around behind you? You might even put the eye sockets into the corner of your eyeballs, into the corner of your eye sockets. Take one more inhale here. Can you twist a little deeper on the exhale breath? And then unravel the twist. Let's head straight over to the other side. Use your hands as you need to, lengthening spine and twisting a little further on the exhale breath. And again, can we get the eyes moving all the way into the corners of your eye sockets? Good, last breath here. Breathing out, bringing yourself back to center. Let's take the legs out into spine stretch. Taking feet towards the corners of your mat, gently pulling the toes back. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, fold and reach. Inhale as you roll up to a seat, and then exhale as you reach. Good. If you want a little more here, exhale 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you bring yourself up to a seat. Dive. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more time. Nice. Bring yourself back up to a seat. Let's take a mermaid shape. Let's do the same side together so we don't get lost. Your left leg is now out in front. Your right leg is out behind, or out to your side. Your left arm is going to reach up and over towards the long edge of your mat, Reaching the right arm up and over a little further towards that long edge of your mat. Bring yourself back up to a seat. Reach right arm to the opposite side of the mat as the left arm reaches up and over, feeling that stretch through your left side body. Sorry, I thought I lost my microphone then. Bring yourself up and over, sweep and reach towards the left. Bring yourself back up and over, switch over towards the right. Let's continue here. Now you can make this more dynamic if you need to, or you can keep it slow and steady and really reach out into this stretch on both sides of the body. We're going to do a couple more here. Beautiful day here in Stroud, by the way. Filmed right here in the heart of Stroud at the beautiful Holly Dean. All right, let's do one more each side from now. So sweep up, reach, sweep over, reach. All right, bring yourself back up. Let's swap the legs over. Let's start moving towards the right first. Then bring yourself back up, sweeping up and over towards the left, feeling very sticky on this side. For me, feeling very sticky on that side. A lot less range here. And I can feel that not only my side body, but also in my hip. I can feel it here in my hip and here in my side body. Much more tension there for me. So use these next few reps to discover how this side feels for you. Where are you at here, both hips and side body? Oh, I just cannot get anywhere near where I was going on the other side. But hey, we're not layering any judgment to that. I'm here in full acceptance of where I'm at, and I love my body anyway. Maybe you can say the same, right? I think we should. Let's do two more here. Now we are on the mat, so we are going to go straight into some abdominal work. First, roll back. All right, bring yourself up to a seat. Roll back, I'll show you some options. First option, knees are bent, feet are firmly planted. You're going to reach the arms forward because that helps to counterbalance your weight. You're going to roll through the spine. Notice this C shape in the spine as you roll. Pressing the lower part of your back to the mat and then rolling yourself up. Now the challenge with the roll back is finding that position or that point where you feel like, oh, I'm nearly at the end, I'm not sure I can get back up, but then you can get back up, right? So just you find that point for you, and it doesn't matter how big it is, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Now you've got the option for some of you, maybe straightening out the legs and going a little deeper. Right, so again, you find your range, you work to your level, and we'll do a couple more roll backs. I'm just going to make sure I'm on the mat. Exhale as we roll back. Can we stay here, breathe in, and then exhale as we roll ourselves back up. Inhale at the top, exhale as we roll, inhale as we hold, exhale as we roll back up. Let's do one more. Good work. Let's roll all the way down for some abdominal curls. So I'm going to scoop my hips forward, bend my knees, placing the feet back onto the mat. Reaching the arms up, I've got, wow, the beautiful sight of this tree and the sunshine poking through the leaves. Take a big breath in. Exhale, curl forward, abdominal curl. Picking the head and shoulders up, C shape in the spine, hugging through the front of your belly. Look at all these creases in my t-shirt. Inhale as I roll back down. Exhale as you curl forward. Can you make some creases in your t-shirt? Yes! Inhale as you lie back down. You're doing an awesome job. Exhale, curl forward and reach. Inhale as you lie down. Now we're going to continue, okay? Now if you want a little more, you might choose to place or interlace the fingers and place the hands behind the head. You're not pulling on the head. Notice how my elbows are staying wide. Just a bit of gentle support for the head, but the arms back here does weight our center, and something has just landed directly onto my forehead. It's a cobweb. And keep at your abdominal curls, don't worry about my cobweb. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, release. We're doing 2 more together. Exhale, curl together. Lift. Inhale as you lie down. Let's do 1 more of those. Abdominal curl, curl forward. Inhale, let it go. Alrighty, I'm going to show you oblique curl. Join me when you're ready. The knees hip distance, so I have some space between my legs so one arm can go through. Inhale, start here. Exhale, abdominal curl, one hand between the legs, one to the outside. Notice how this shoulder, that's my right shoulder, moving towards my left leg. Inhale as I come back to start position, same on the other side. Abdominal curl towards the right. Now when you're ready, you can get started. Now if you've never done this before, I'd recommend just keeping the arms long and straight. Of course, for those that want a little more, interlacing the fingers behind the head, and you think about taking opposite elbow over towards opposite knee. And that might, again, add some weight to your center, might make the rotation a little more difficult, right? A little more difficult to maintain the same sort of range. Oblique curl. We are going to do 4 more, that's 2 more on each side. Good. 1 more each side. And I hope you're outside. I hope you're able to get outside somewhere and enjoy this beautiful weather that we've got here in Stroud today. Alrighty, guys, we're changing it up. I've got the sun right in my face. Legs, right. Arms are going to be down by your side. Knees are going to stay bent. Now, I'm going to flatten out my back, right? I like to feel that press of my lower back into the mat. And then keeping the hips really steady and stable, lighting up all of the muscles deep within my belly and down towards my hips. I'm going to pick the right leg up. And then I'm going to put it back down. Then I'm going to pick the left leg up. And then I'm going to place it back down. Right? Now, if you're ready, get started. What I really want you to focus on is that the hips and spine stay really still. No matter the shape of them, just keep everything really still. Pick one leg up, put it back down. Pick the other leg up and put it back down. Your attention is staying right around the hips and really from the belly button down towards your sacrum, right? Your tailbone. Can we keep that whole area really steady and still as we lift one leg and place it back down, and then lift the other leg and then place it back down. Guys, we're going to do 4 more of these. All right, so 4 more. Good. You're doing a beautiful job. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. All right, now keeping that shape in your spine and hips. I'm going to ask that we bring both legs up into tabletop as well as taking both arms up. Right, dead bug here. 1 arm, 1 leg. Now have a look at it first, especially if you've never done it, just have a look. Right, now can you see that's just 2 limbs moving? Sometimes the trickiest part of this exercise is just getting 2 limbs moving, not 3 limbs, not 4 limbs. Now there is quite a bit of work happening at my center as the legs move away. So you can make this smaller by reaching up and away, pull it back. Reach up and away, pull it back, right? And that will feel a little more accessible here, right? While still challenging our coordination of moving 1 leg and 1 arm. Reaching closer to the mat, a lot more challenge at my center. When you're ready, let's give this a go, recognizing that not only is our center working here, but our coordination as well. 1 arm, 1 leg. Remembering skyward, a little more accessible. Oh, I nearly lost my movement then. Skyward, a little more accessible. 2 more, that's just 1 more each side. Last one. Beautiful work, place the feet down. Now here, maybe windscreen wiper the knees. Just notice any sensation that's happening at your center and also at your hips. Notice any warmth in your body. What muscles are lighting up. Alrighty, one more exercise here before we change positions. Taking the arms out into cactus arms, potentially T-shape, right? Cactus or T-shape, you choose. Bring the knees up towards the chest, drop the knees towards one side. Don't let them go all the way down. Bring your knees back through center and drop the knees towards the other side. Now notice how the knees pretty close to my chest and I'm just rolling my hip up and over and then bringing it back through center. Right, now to make this a little more difficult, come closer to tabletop. Keep the knees and the feet super glued together. Right, so we don't want the knees shearing apart because we want to get that rotation through the middle of your spine, not just a shearing at the hips. Pendulum, this one's called. Now you've got further options here if you'd like it. Top leg moves away. I've got some insect on my hand. Bring yourself back through center. Other top leg moves away. Option here, final option for today, both legs stay straight. Whew, that's a challenge. Bring yourself back through center. Both legs stay straight on the other side. So choose a level. I'm going to come back to here. I like this one. And extend the top leg. Back through center. I'm extending the top leg. Guys, let's do 1 more each side. Back through center. Reach. Back through center. And reach. Beautiful. Bring yourself back to center and grab your knees. You might give yourself a little hug, making little circles with the hips. Sorry, little circles with the knees. Change direction. Alrighty, we are staying on our back. Guys, I'm going to swap sides just because the sun is right in my face. So, bridge. Again, if you haven't done this one before, the sun is also still here. If you haven't done this one before, take a watch first, right? Arms pressed down into the mat. I can just touch my heels, right? So notice that I can't grab my heel, but I can just touch the heel. Hands down. Notice what happens here first. Pick up your tailbone, so notice that, pick up your tailbone, roll up vertebra by vertebra, up into a bridge. Then once you're up here, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, roll yourself, starting at the upper part of your back, middle part of your back, lower part of your back, back down to the mat. And I moved my right arm just so you could see, okay? So my arms are back in place. I'm going to make sure my microphone stays in place. And now, pick up tailbone, breathe out as you roll up. Take an inhale at the top, and then as you exhale, roll yourself back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, pick up tailbone, roll yourself up. Feel that wave-like movement in the spine. Inhale here at the top. And then exhale as you roll straight back down. Again, feeling that wave-like movement in the spine. Inhale. Roll on up as you exhale. Inhale at the top and exhale as you roll back down. Guys, we're going to do a couple more reps together. I just want you to notice, so keep going. I just want you to notice now what you're feeling. Right? Like what parts of you light up as you roll up, as you hold the top, and as you roll back down. So really dive into the sensations that are happening in your body as you move through this bridge shape. And look, we want to do that throughout the whole class, But it's an opportunity now to really dive into how does this make you feel? What can you feel? What do you notice? There's no right or wrong answer. There's nothing in particular that I'm looking for. I just want you to dive into what's happening in your body. All right, on your next one, can we stay up? So roll yourself up into bridge and then stay. Press into your big toes, right? Press into your big toes and notice how that helps to align the knees so the knees don't fall out to the side. Feel as you press into your big toes that maybe you get some sensation of the muscles in your inner thighs. Maybe a little more sensation through the back of your hips. Take one more big breath. Breathe out fully. And then roll yourself back down. Very good work. Grab the knees, maybe make little circles. Maybe a butterfly feels better, your choice. Take 2 big breaths wherever you're at. All right, let's move to side lying, classic Pilates position, of course. Now, have a look at my knees and my feet. Lying on my side, option here, head rests on bicep, top hand here to support you, right? And again, it doesn't matter what side you're doing. You have the option to hold your head if that feels stronger for you, right? If you feel you have more power here, just make sure that the neck is okay, right? I'm gonna stay up because it helps me to keep an eye on the camera. Feet, that's your feet. This is your knees. Feet together, flex toes towards shin, top knee lifted up for clam, right? So this is first option for clam. And we've got a couple of options with clam, but right now, option 1, feet are down, heels squeezing together, toes flex towards your shin, top leg is lifting and opening. Now notice how my top hip stays on top, right? We don't want to roll the hip backwards, we don't want to roll the hip forward, right? So keep the top hip here and then open your clam. Now option 2, already I'm feeling this, wow, so effective. Option 2, here, clam. Oh, I filmed a couple of classes already today, so oh my God, my glutes are already screaming. Option 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there's a third option of clam for you. Choose a level. We'll do a few more reps together. Whew, should I stay at option 3? It's really burning. But we do want that burn, right? That's what we're here for. Even though we're checking out the foundations class, which is what you're doing right now, we still want some level of sensation. If we can get that Pilates burn, that's still foundational. Guys, let's do 2 more. Good, last one. Beautiful work. For some reason, padding just helps. It doesn't really help on other parts of the body. You know, you don't pat your chest after push-ups. That feels a bit weird. But somehow here, I don't know, it works. All right, let's move into hot potato. No, first, heel lift only. You'll notice I've straightened up my legs. That's gonna challenge my balance, so I use this top hand more. Now, if that's too much of a challenge for you, bend your bottom leg again. Top leg is lifted, toes pull towards me, and I'm just gonna lift my heel up and down. So I'm gonna straighten my bottom leg again, right? I kind of want that challenge in regards to my stability and balance. You know, I can see pumpkin beetles. And I remember pumpkin beetles growing up in Dunedoo in the Central West. And every year the pumpkin beetles would go crazy, right? There were so many pumpkin beetles. I'm not sure I've seen pumpkin beetles since, well, that would have been the early 90s. Was it the early 90s? It was the early 90s. We're now in 2024 and there's a lot of pumpkin beetles around here in my yard, which is beautiful. It's a really lovely memory. What were we doing next? Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Give yourself a little pat. Somehow I get lost on these little stories and we just do lots of reps, but that's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. Now we do hot potato, everybody's favorite. I hate this exercise, but it's so effective and I teach it a lot. Heel up, toes down, tap, tap, pick up, tap, tap, right? So notice that arc through the middle. Tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. So we are challenging our stability as the leg goes up and over. And you'll see here, I'm kind of gripping the floor, right, to keep me stable. But those toes down, heel up, oh my God, it is so effective on glute. Super effective. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Give yourself a little pat. All right, side plank while we are here. Forearm, knee, hip, feet. See how they're stacked. Option 1, right here, right? That is your first option for forearm plank. Option 2, I'm going to walk my forearm a little further forward and I'm going to pick up my hips, stay on my knees, forearm plank. Option, feet, forearm plank. That's as far as I'm going to go today. Press down into your forearm a lot. Reach the top arm towards the sky, and remember, it doesn't matter which side you're doing. Just you remember what side you're doing though, so you don't end up doing the same side twice. Press down, I said that already. Lift hip. Lengthen arm. Breathe fully. Whatever your legs are doing, keep them strong. Right? Squeeze them together, maybe flex the toes, light up the muscles in your legs. Take one more big breath, breathe out fully, and then bring yourself down. Take a moment, relax however you need to. We're going to add on to this side plank. Yeah, we're going to add some movement. You can do it, thread the needle. I'll tell you what it is. It's thread the needle. Now you can do it from any position, right? Whether you're on your hips, your knees, or your toes, you're going to thread the needle in this side plank. Side plank. Top arm reaches under, breathe out. Inhale as you reach it up. Exhale. Inhale. Now you'll notice the rotation. Heart comes down. Heart comes up. Good. Couple more. Nice work. One more. And then relax. Let's swap over to the other side. For me, the more sunny side. And what did we do first? Do you remember? Clam. Top hand. Here or here. Definitely going to be here. Feet together. Knees bent. Toes flexed. Clam. Top hip, right? Look at it. Make sure your top hip is super stable, right? Your leg wants to go as far as it can. And if you let the hip go, it could go a lot further. We don't want that, right? We're just challenging this range of movement using these muscles here to pull that knee up and close. Up and close. Options here. Deeper option. More stability required. Further option. Here, 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 here. Whew. Lighting up very quickly. Shall we talk about the pumpkin beetles again? Take our mind off that sensation. No, we do not want distraction. We do not distract at the Nourishment Co. We stay in it. No matter how uncomfy, we stay in it, right? Because we are powerful, resilient people. Do 2 more. Last one. Good work. Give the legs a pat. Wow. You know, I've been doing Pilates since, it's 19 years this year I've been doing Pilates. Still this hurts. 19 years of practice and it still hurts, right? But it still surprises me just how effective this practice really is. I'm going to choose to go out long. Remember, you can choose to stay here to maintain steadiness. Pull. Little pulses. I'm going to give my head and neck a little rest. Little pulses here. Notice my top hand is still supporting me. You could challenge yourself by taking this top hand away. All right, today, I don't need that challenge. I'm feeling challenged enough. Good, just making sure my foot is still moving in the right direction. Up and down. Oh, that feeling is fantastic. It is a deep sensation. And, you know, do we love it? I think we do. Although it's an uncomfy sensation, we just know it's so good for you that we just love it anyway. Making sure my mic is still on. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Again, a little pat. Notice the sensation of that exercise when the foot is horizontal, right? Parallel with the floor. Now we change it into hot potato, toes down, heel up. And I want you to feel the difference in the sensation. And it's usually just a difference in the amount of sensation, the intensity of the sensation. Here, here, tap, 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 tap. All right, so toes down, heel up. Listen to that beautiful bird. Tap, 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 tap. Wouldn't it be lovely in 2025 I could do some outdoor classes here on my deck? That would be nice. Maybe some early morning classes here. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the new year. Let's do 4, 3, 2. I counted it differently last time. That's 2. Now, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Oh, wow. That is intense. Give it a pat if you need to. Getting ready for side plank. First side plank we are holding. Second side plank we'll be threading the needle. First side plank. Option, hip down. Option, knee down. Option, I'm walking my forearm away. Stay on the feet. Stay. Press down. Reach up. Side body, lift. Legs, strong. No matter what the legs are doing, they are strong. Make them strong. Squeeze your kneecaps, flex your toes. Press the heels together. 3, 3, 2, 1. Done. Good. Second side plank. This peak entry is putting stuff all over my mat. And I like a nice clean mat. But you know what? It's worth it. Being out here is worth it. Second side plank, thread the needle. Side plank, top arm, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Notice what the heart does. Turn it down. Lift it up. Turn it down. Lift it up. Guys, give me 2 more. Last one. Good work. Let's take a glute stretch. Which hip are you feeling most? I'm going to do my left first. Hip stretch. In yoga, we call it Diya. My left shin is forward, parallel with the front short edge of the mat. Well, almost parallel, not really. Right leg is bent, out to the side, long edge of my mat. Then I fold over the front. Now, I'm not going to drop my head down because of my microphone, right? But you would place your head down as far as it will go. And then breathe deeply into this hip that you're lying on. And again, doesn't matter which side you're on. Fill up your breath from the crown of your head to the base of your belly. All right, take in that much breath. It fills you up from the crown of your head to the base of your belly. Do that one more time. Good work. Let's swap it over. Other side. And same here. Drop your head as far as it wants to go. Not a lot of holding here, more letting go, more softening, more surrender. But definitely more breath. Make it about your breath. Do 2 more. One more. All right. Bringing yourself back up, let's come to all fours. Which direction? I'm going to face this way. Just a couple of cat-cow here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, roll through to cat shape. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. All right, alternating arm and leg. Now we did dead bug already. Remember at the start? One arm, one leg. We're doing the same here. It's just upside down. Reach away from the body. Bring it back. Notice the stability as we swap sides. No rocking. Swap sides. Did you see that? So steady. Bring it in. No rocking. Swap. Yes. Bring it in. I'm just giving myself a yes here, right? Opposite side. Stable, stable, stable. All right, we're not looking for height. We're not looking for speed. We are absolutely looking for stability. One arm, one leg moves away. Pull it back. Control the transition. Go other side. Right, so it's almost like, keep going. There's like a tray of drinks resting on your lower back. Cannot drop. Do not spill a drop. It's your favorite drink and it's the last one you'll ever have in your life, right? Do not spill a drop. So stable through the hips and the shoulders. Guys, give me one more each side. Just one more each side. Super steady. Let's set ourselves up for push-ups. Now, we're going to do them from knees. Move the knees back. Can you see that? See how I've just moved the knees back? Hands just outside shoulder width distance. Tailbone, not here, lengthened. Can you see the difference? Not here, lengthened. Option 1, stay here. If this is already feeling really hard, I just want you to stay, right? Stay in the top part. Option to bend the elbows, push back. Bend and then push. Option, of course, to come all the way down. Thumbs in line with the heart. I should say heart in line with the thumbs. I think that's a little bit better. Keep that tailbone long. Strong push-ups. Inhale, exhale. Notice how the elbows go back about 45 degrees. Push. Inhale to lower, exhale to push. And you know what? There's part of me that is pushing from my center, right? From my belly, from my core. Right? It's my whole trunk engages and pushes back. I'm doing 3 more. Good. 2 more. You're doing a beautiful job. Stay with it. Let's do 1 more. Well done. Bring yourself up to your knees. Oh, little cramp in my foot. Please don't cramp while I'm on camera. Hinge. Hinge, we're working quads. Center, maybe a little bit in the chest. Front body, right? Let's take the arms out. Arms out here helps to counterbalance our weight. I'm going to keep my hips pressing forward. Did you see that? Little press of the hips forward, but bend at the knee. Pull myself back up. Good. Reach or lean on back, I should say. Pull myself back up. I'm using my front body to pull myself back up. I'm using my back body to control as I go back. Front body comes forward. Now you just go to the point where you can, right? Doesn't have to be a big movement. Mindful of your knees. Remembering, you can skip. You can fast forward anything you don't want to do. You've got complete control of this class. 3 more. You're doing a wonderful job. Last one. Oh, there's a beautiful breeze right now, honestly. I am blessed, 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 blessed. We're going to lie down on our belly, working the back body, right? We've done a bit here already. We just worked the quads just now, right? We did push-ups for chest. Now let's get into the back of the body. Lying down on your belly. If you haven't done swimmer legs before, have a look. So I'm going to support myself with my forearms crossed in front of me. My legs are lifted and I'm swimming my legs. Now guys, just before you start, can you have a quick look? I'm not doing these ones, right? See my knee bending? No. Lift. Knees stay straight. I'm moving from my hip, not my knees, right? It's the whole leg moving. Yes, it makes it harder, but we're here for hard things, right? We are here for hard things. We welcome it. Swimmer legs. Strong. 10 more seconds. Five more seconds. And rest. Head on hands is an option to rest. All right, while you rest, I want you to have a look at the next movement. We're just going to go through I say a simple back extension. Simple doesn't mean it's easy, right? It can still be hard and simple. You think squat jumps. They're so simple, you're just jumping. But it's bloody hard, right? So simple doesn't mean easy, but this is a simple movement. We start here. Notice my palms are up, my shoulders roll in. Head is down. I'm going to pick myself up, turning my hands out and up. Roll straight back down. Have a look at that again. Roll up, roll down. When you're ready, you can get started. So just a simple back extension with a rolling in and out of the shoulders. And that's it. Like I said, simple, not necessarily easy. Sometimes we get the roll of the shoulder incorrect, but just do your best to copy what's happening on your screen. And if you're not sure, you can come and ask me next time you see me. Rolling up, rolling down, 2 more. Last one. Rolling down, stay. Relax everything. You can put your head down on your hands or onto your mat. Relax absolutely everything. Big breaths. Breathe out. All right. Bring yourself back to forearms, supported. Lift the legs up. Legs are going in and out. All right, so legs are going in and out. So this would set us up for breaststroke. We're not going to do full breaststroke today, but we are going to use the leg movement for breaststroke. Legs are going in and out. Strong legs, again moving from the hips and doing your best to keep the thighs at least engaged, if not lifted. Now my thighs are not completely off the mat, I can tell you, all right? But the kneecap is lifted, The front of the thigh, the bottom of the thigh, slightly lifted. I'm doing my best to keep my legs lifted. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Sphinx. Now let's keep this one active. I want you to push into your feet a lot. So you see, I'm pushing into the tops of my feet, not toes tucked, right? So put your toenails down. And unless you've got toenails on the bottom of your toes, which would be weird, but no judgment, right? We keep the tops of the feet down. Lift the kneecaps. Thighs engaged and your bottom engaged. Right? Notice the difference? Relaxed, engaged. Heart pulls through. Arms pushing down into the mat, and I'm actively dragging myself forward, right? Imagine you're kind of dragging yourself, I don't know, across some floor. Okay, I'm going to drop that analogy. Grip into the floor, pull your heart through. Active, Sphinx. Big breath. Breathe out. Good. Option here. Hands, rib cage, cobra. Oh, now there's a lot more activation in the upper part of my back, a lot more activation in my arms and even my chest. So stay, notice how the heart's still lifted, the feet are still pressing. 2 big breaths. Stay with me. 1 more big breath. Good work. Take a shell stretch, otherwise known as child's pose. Hips go back. Oh, that feels good. Arms can reach forward and you can drop your head. All right, stay there. Take a couple of big breaths. I'm going to stay seated so I don't get muffled in the microphone, but you stay down in your shell stretch child's pose. Big breath here. Breathe out fully. Do that again, big breath. And breathe out. Let's walk both hands over towards the left side of your mat. So stay in a child, I'll do it with you. Stay in the child's pose. Reach the hands over to the left side of your mat. Right hand comes on top of the left hand and then drop the head, heart and hips. Okay, you stay in it. I'm popping up again. Big breath here. Big breath into your right side body. Breathe out. Big breath in. And a breath out. Swap it over. Move over to the right side. Stay down. Left hand on top of the right hand. Big side stretch in this shell stretch child's pose. Breathe deeply into left side body. And again, big breath. Breathe out. Good work, guys. We're not finished. Come up into up stretch. All right, up stretch, otherwise known as down dog. You can pedal out heels, bending knees, moving hips. Now again, you'll notice my head is forward, but only because of the microphone, right? You should pop your head back like this. Right, but otherwise I'll end up in the microphone. So I'm keeping my head forward, you drop your head down. Pedal out the heels a couple more times. Good work. Alrighty, step forward, roll to standing. Some standing work. Roll down first. Just readjusting my outfit. Ground into the 4 corners of your feet. Take a big deep breath in, stand. Let's stay here, big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Let's roll down, in. Chin to chest, roll down. Start at the upper part of your back first, middle part of your back, lower part of your back, fold or roll as deeply as you can. Take a big breath in at the bottom. As you exhale, roll straight back up to standing. Now you unravel at the lower part of your back first, middle part of your back, upper part of your back, and then the shoulders and head come up. Big breath. Roll down second time. Upper part, middle, lower, fold. Inhale, roll up, exhale. Lower, middle, upper, shoulders, head up. One more time, in, out. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Good. Roll the shoulders back and down. Alrighty, let's do a knee bend. Right, so knee bend, have a look. Knees come forward. We stay tall. So notice how I'm not coming into a squat yet, right? We're not squatting. Stay tall, knee bend. Now you're not going to be able to get very far, right? Because you feel that stretch in your ankle, the back of the ankle. Feel it? There's also compression in the front of the ankle. So we're not going to go far in this. Let's add a prancer. One heel, other heel. Heel, other heel. Now if prancer feels too much, you can go back to knee bend. All right. If prancer feels a little too much, I think you might be a little bit challenged with what's coming next. So take it at your own level. Fast forward what you don't want to do. Two more. Last one. Alrighty, squat. Feet, check out the distance. For me, just outside my hip distance, right? Not directly under, just outside, and I like to turn my toes out slightly. Bend, right? For me, that position allows me that sort of range, right? To bend deep into my squat. But your range is going to be different. Your foot placement will probably be a little bit different as well. Now you can see my knees tracking with my toes. If it was here, you can see that front on. Also tracking with my toes. Range is different though, right? Can you see that? Here, whew, much more range, more space. Not necessarily better, but it's just how I want to squat today. I, of course, do squat some days like that, and some days like that. Today, find what you find what feels comfy to you. This feels more comfy for me. Even though I've been saying all day that we're not necessarily here for comfort, right now, that's where I'm at with this squat. Squatting, standing. Squatting, standing. Two more. Squatting, standing, squatting, standing. Let's pulse it. Come down into your squat. Add the pulse. If the arms are heavy, pull them in, but continue to pulse. So notice the movement is nice and small. Notice the shape in my spine. Am I doing this? No, right? Lengthened. Heart is open. Shoulders are back. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. We hold. Notice the sensation of the hold. Notice the desire to get out, but we stay because we are strong and resilient. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand. Good work. Give the legs a little shake. Let's reverse lunge. Come to the short edge of your mat. We are going to step back and we're going to alternate the reverse lunge. Hands at hips, stand tall, stepping left foot back first, kiss the knee, kiss the mat with the knee, step forward. Opposite side, kiss, step. Now, that is a deep lunge. Option, step, 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 right? Notice the difference? So you find your range, continue with your reverse lunge. Now at some point we are going to pulse it and we're also going to hold it. That's what we love in Pilates. We love a pulse. We also love a hold. But right now, focusing on your movement in this reverse lunge. It's steady, it's controlled, it's strong, and it's even. You can use the arms here. Reach, 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 and reach. 4 more, 2 more each side. Good work. Give the legs a little shake. We're going to pulse it next. Let's keep the right leg forward. Step the left foot back to whatever range you can maintain, and then pulse. All right, that can be closer to the mat. Oh, that is a little more hot. Could be higher if it needs to be higher. Just find somewhere and pulse it. Notice what you feel. And can you see how we are quite upright? Notice how the back knee is really bent. So we're not here, right? We're here, pulsing the lunge. Front of the pelvis is pulled up. Tailbone is long. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step, reverse, drop it down, pulse it. So we're now on the other side, pulsing on the other side for an amount of time that no one really knows. We're just going to pulse anyway. Right, that's bravery, right? Just pulsing without having any idea how long we're going to do it for, but you just stay anyway. That is brave. That's resilience. Front of pelvis, back of pelvis. Pull the front up, lengthen the tail down. Bend the back knee as much as you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Now we haven't done any balance. We're just going to do one balance pose, aeroplane. Right foot stays. Where should I do an aeroplane? Here. Right foot stays. Left leg goes back, arms go back. All right, now that's aeroplane. Not up for a full aeroplane yet. Let's take arrowhead. Foot can stay there. Back leg, take it as far back as you can. Lean forward like you're doing aeroplane, but notice how the back leg stays down. What a beautiful shape. Otherwise, lift the back leg, aeroplane. Now you'll see my back toes are flexed. You can point them if you like. Find where you feel strong. Ooh, I love a flexed toe. Reaching out through my heel. Squeezing my left bum. My right leg, the standing leg, the knee is soft. Hips are balanced. Heart is open. Crown is reaching. 5, 4, 2, done. Good. Let's do the other side. Option here. Option here. Find your aeroplane. Left foot is now grounded. Feel the movement in that left ankle as it holds you here. Left knee is soft. Left bum working, stabilizing. Now your right hip is in alignment with the left hip. Try not to have the hip in the sky like this. Right hip stays down with the left. Right leg is lifted though. Maybe toes or heel. for 5, 2, 1, done. Big breath. Roll down. Big breath. Roll up. Big breath. Roll down. Big breath. Roll up. Interlace behind you, soften your knees, open your heart. Guys, you've done such a beautiful job, a fantastic job. Look at the time. Pretty much an hour. Probably a little bit longer once we get through these couple of stretches. You've done such a beautiful job. All right, let's keep the hands interlaced. Take an inhale. We're going to fold. Round through the spine as best you can. Take the arms up and over the head. Forward fold. Do your best to get your knuckles as close to the ceiling as you can. 2 big breaths. One more big breath. Good. Keep the hands high. As you exhale, roll back to standing. Keeping the arms up. Keep the arms up. Keep the arms up. Keep the arms up. Keep the arms up. And then release. Whew. Some big rotations. Now guys, notice how my legs and feet are moving. Right? They are moving with the movement. I'm not standing flat. Right? My feet, ankles, knees, hips, everything is moving and rotating. Couple more. Oh, that feels nice to kind of move everything as one. Alrighty, let's come down to the mat. Come to the back of your mat. Big breath. Roll. Walk on out to up stretch. Find up stretch, pedal things out. Alright, bring your knees down. Take your legs out. You can take the legs out as wide as it works for you for soar. Inhale. Pinky finger, pinky toe, exhale, dive. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Good. Couple more rounds. I'm going to stop talking. One more time each side. Good. Bring yourself back into a cross-legged position. Twist, doesn't matter which way. Just as we started. Notice maybe if you're getting a little more twist, I am definitely getting more twist. Swap it over. All right, go long ways with your mat again. Bring one heel in, other leg out. Reach over towards the long leg. Fold. All right, this is my left leg, okay? This is my left leg. My right hand is going behind and picking my hips up. Big stretch for the front of the body. Breathe deeply into the front of your body. Breathe out fully. Go and place the hips down. Opposite side. Reach and fold. All right, now this is my right leg. My left hand is going behind me, right? It's the opposite. Pick up. One more big breath. Good, bring yourself back down. Gather up both legs, give yourself a hug. Guys, let's finish standing. Come back up to standing. 5 big breaths to finish. Just make sure you've got space around you, right? It's a big breath. Inhale. Out. Last one. Beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this class. I'm really glad that you did. It's a lovely, big foundational class that kind of covers a lot of the positions. Great one to do a 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 10th, a millionth time, right? Good foundational movements to continue to build on your Pilates practice. This video was always here for you. Definitely do it at least a 2nd time, maybe longer. Do it once a week for the rest of your life. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Ciao.